Let's all go to the game shop. Let's all go to the game shop. Let's all go to the game shop and buy ourselves some swag. What's up, internerds? It is I, the OGGM, coming to you live from a small island off the coast of Costa Rica in Southern California on a foggy, cold, depressing kind of Wednesday at 8:53 in the morning, the 17th day of January 2024. It's Wednesday. It's time to take a look at what product might be, could be, should be, or supposed to be on the shelves of your friendly local game store if you live in a city that happens to have a friendly local game store, and if that friendly local game store actively supports role-playing. But don't take my word for it. If I mention a product you like, call ahead to your store of choice and see if they have it in stock or if they can order it from you. And you might be wondering why the format's a little different today. That's because I'm out of Steemyard hours, so I have to wait till they reset, I guess at midnight tonight, which means we're using the game capture app that comes with Microsoft. So it's, you can't interact with me and stuff like that, but whatever. Thanks as always to our friends at ENWorld for providing us with all these links. Let's see what sounds interesting. And I see Paranoia. Paranoia is such a fun, wonderful, wacky little game. I'm glad they're bringing it back. I once played at a convention in a huge Paranoia mega dungeon where it was like 80 people, 2 DMs, 3 DMs, plus callers, all going through a big Paranoia mega dungeon fighting robot clowns, which now I realize was really dumb and didn't work, and I think people lost interest after the first hour. I know, I just went to sleep. Anyways, yeah, Paranoia's back. Thank you, Mongoose Publishing. Looks like they're re-releasing Paranoia for 2024. We've got the core rulebook, the accomplished book, the Game Master screen, and special dice. The book is $50. The Game Master screen is $20, and the dice are $25? No, that can't be right. Okay, so core rulebook is $50. The accomplished book is $50. The Game Master screen is $20, and the dice are $25. $25 for dice and $20 for a GM screen. I would complain about that, but I know Friend Computer would get angry at me for complaining about that, so I'll just accept that these are the prices I have to pay for this wonderful game. Thank you, Friend Computer. If you're not familiar with the Paranoia, it takes place in a future similar to a dystopian Logan's Run type future where you are all trapped in this mega complex that is controlled by an artificial intelligence. You work as what is known as troubleshooters, performing various tasks for the AI Friend Computer throughout the mega complex, and it can range from anything from hunting down spies to cleaning out nuclear waste. The main enemies of the Friend Computer are mutants and members of secret societies. Every single solitary player character is secretly a mutant and secretly a member of a secret society, and they might be working against Friend Computer. And it doesn't add to the fact that also the computer is totally insane. And you might die for not having the right security clearance. But that's okay, because you get clones. Now, I know it sounds silly, but it actually plays out. It can play out very silly. It can play out very serious, too. So, yeah, it's a great game. Highly recommend it. Moving on from Exalted Funeral. It looks like we've got some more Exalted Funeral weirdness. We've got Magic Techna Codex, number 1, the use and misuse of powers great and small, and there, a red door. This is for a game called Synthetic Dream Machines. It's kind of by the same, it looks like they're by the same people who brought us Ultraviolet Grasslands 2nd Edition. They're zines, $50 each. In Mega Techna, you play spellcasters, basically. It looks like it's a spellcasting in a dungeon. You've got new powers, albums, energy spawned by your life to make the spells work and stuff like that. And mutations And then There a Red Door is an art zine about new discoveries in the ultraviolet grasslands, as well as new spells and other things. Sounds weird, but I love it. From Exalted Funeral, we have Adventure Game in Need of Translation. This is a SARF cover art zine with asmic writing. The text is not in a known language. It's an open into interpretation. It's $12. I remember hearing about this. Yeah, it's a made-up language. They present you things, and then you just try and figure out what the things mean based upon the made-up language. And since there's no right or wrong answer, it just is a super mysterious $12 of art and random letters that could mean whatever you want. Now you might be thinking, well, that's dumb. I could just do that on my own, right? I just give me a pad of paper and I could just make a drawing and write some random letters on there and go, bam, here are the rules. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the open to interpretation art zine game. Fun, but utterly pointless. From Colonial Gothic, we have Turncoats for $25. It's about double agents during the American Revolutionary War, more or less based upon the life of Benedict Arnold, but you play characters in and around that time period, acting as spies and thieves and betrayers and intelligence gatherers and double agents and triple agents and quadruple agents. There you go. So we've got Turncoats. From Archon, we have Brancalonia, The Empire Whacks Back. Brancalonia, Brancalonia, for D&D 5e. It contains $45. It contains 10 adventures, 20 new monsters, maps, cities, the Order of the Fork, playable races, backgrounds, equipment, junk, and bar games. Yeah, so it looks like some sort of comedic, vaguely Monty Python-esque setting for 5e, because we know how serious 5e players are. From Midnight Tower for 5e, we have Mystery of the Cursed Statuette for $30. It's a Sherlock Holmes-inspired D&D adventure where a small figure has been stolen from the local lord, and you try and solve the crime, since the town's guard are too busy investigating something else. But soon this simple mystery turns deadly. From Critical Kit Ltd, we have Be Like a Crow, A Fistful of Feathers, and Cthulhu. These are unique solo RPGs using a deck of cards. They're $6 each, or $21 for all three. You take in Be Like a Crow, you take on the role of a crow, where you're doing things in the world like collecting objects, talking to people, dropping peanuts, being a crow. It could be in the urban, cyber, steampunk, fantasy, gothic, or Tower of London. Those are ravens at the Tower of London, not crows, but okay. Then A Fistful of Feathers, you can now be a crow in the Wild West. And in Cthulhu, you place a crow who has to take on the Lovecraftian nightmares. But basically, you're playing a crow. A role-playing game about crows. Now, it's not the first time we've seen anthropomorphic or just regular animals take the center stage in a role-playing game. Mouse Guard, Secret of Nim, Redwall, So, and crows and ravens are the smartest bird. They're this, we estimate that crows' intelligence are about the same as a 2 to 5-year-old. Crows play games. Crows remember friends. Crows and ravens can talk. Other than the lack of, opposable thumbs, crows could be awesome. I don't know if an entire role-playing game where everybody plays a crow is interesting. Crows in the Wild West, sure, cowboy crows. What's a crowbar? It's a place where crows go to drink. Cthulhu Crow? I mean, it's crows. So that's it. Let's see. Does any of these actually stand out and sound interesting to me? Obviously, Paranoia would be the only one I'd recommend if you've never had a chance to play Paranoia. The The prices seem a little weird, especially $30 for dice. This thing, I don't know. This thing, $12 for basically a joke. But you know, there's people out there going to say this is the coolest thing ever, and if you don't like it, you're racist. So, I mean, what can you do? Role-playing during the Colonial Revolution, where you could be, you know, a spy or a triple, double, quadruple agent. Maybe, I don't know. This just sounds dumb. $30 for a, you know, this sounds like a $10 mystery. And Crow role-playing. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing this week. So that's it for all the sales and stuff. If any of these stand out, let me know. Thank you as always, ENWorld, for these links. Sorry about the weirdness of the production today. It's no Steemyard, so I got to use game capture. Which, well, I mean, it works. You can't interact with me or whatever. See ya!